massive coalition. Don't really know what to say to that. Wasn't anything too tricky. Alright, here comes the Protestant League. And it's actually Protestants versus Catholics instead of Protestants versus Protestants, which has happened before. Tyrol. Yeah. Germany is looking a mess. It's going to be slim pickings. Alright, let's take care of some of these rebs. You're on the case, King. Time to die. Please die. Oh my. Mascadare is also subscribed. I think you're all getting a bit too carried away. I've got the trucker emote ready to go, courtesy of legendary Marvin, living up to his name as a legend. Right, at least there's no crossing between there and Bundelkhand, so let's all get over there and take them from behind. Man. I really don't mind being ill, especially not at this time of year. Like I said, it pretty much guarantees that the rest of the year can only be better. Great, the end of Persian conflicts. And they top it all off with a pretender revolt. Doctor says, how many subs do you have? We are at 94. When you hit milestones, Twitch gives you more emotes. And what is Twitch without emotes? Really? It's a half-decent place is what it is. Okay, so the lands to the north of Persia are slowly bubbling away. Our manpower is passable, although not great. Oh, Jampur, of course, they have got to go. It was a conquest of their land, we may as well take it, although I don't think people around them are going to be too happy with that. So what are we meant to do about this coalition? Well, the obvious thing to do is get some people out of it. But nobody really wants out of it. Madurai would be great because they're allied with some people that we want to consume. So let's make a move to improve our relations with them. Our aggressive expansion will slowly bubble away. Or maybe reduce away. We'll take Tirhut, but I think we'll just be giving it to Nepal. The issue with that is it doesn't really give us an opening. Granted, though, that coalition against us isn't anything major now, is it? Still, it would be easier to discombobulate Orissa and Madurai separately. Bengal have no friends. I could take Damin for myself and give all the rest of this to Nepal and then consume Bengal using the Holy War from... No, I can't Holy War them, they're Sunni. No end to my troubles. Also, these Ahmed Nagari folk are going to want to rise up. Especially North Kankan, which I just took. Could increase its autonomy, but nah, that's just not how we roll. Oh right, yes, the whole taking land thing. The Delhis are going to be rising up as well. Our manpower is going to be hurting for a wee bit. I can feel it. Me oh my. It certainly is raining subs. Where's everyone coming from today? Welcome, Muggy517. clearly coming from Ryukyu. Alright, Multan is now isolated. It's high time they died. Alright, here are the Ahmed Nagari, rising up 3 by 3. We need all of our horses down here. I may not like using horses, but it won't drain my manpower so badly, because they'll be dealing a lot more bang for their buck. In fact, since our manpower is so damned at the moment, we'll get some mercs on the go. At least they only cost money. They can take the front lines. Jake, what speed will the multiplayer be ran at? It'll be as fast as we can handle, given that there's over 30 of you. It'll probably be at speed 2 for most of it. Which is a little unfortunate, but it's best of a situation. Let's see, they're going to have a front line of 14. We have 7 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the whole 7. Get over there. Probably no river crossing between Kandesh and Marthiwada. Again, I want this king dead. Even if he dies in battle, we've got a much better king on the way. Well, is 533 really that much better? I say yes. Alright, so we've got the full flank of 2 cavalry on both sides, which is a pretty ideal situation. We're still getting hammered, unfortunately. Ah, but Vijayanagara... No, they don't want to help. Ah, if you want something done right, do it yourself. What a shame. Alright, tighten up, because I don't want to lose much manpower here. I think whichever way I cut this, it's a river crossing penalty. No, not from East Barar. Smashing reps, the most fun you can have. Jake, is there a theologian to hire? No, just the Inquisitor. Here come the reps. At what point should I start regretting lowering autonomy everywhere? I'm sure it's better in the long run. What I should maybe be thinking is, can I get a better general with all this tradition? Nah. Oh. Okay, well thankfully Vijayanagar has a better maneuver. In fact, we have better maneuver. We could have attacked from any angle. Higher maneuver than the person you're fighting means no river crossing penalty. Still these delaying nationalists. Hot damn. There's quite a few of them. Jake, Naj. Alright. Naj are now at peace. Welcome to the family. Thanks for the force limit. We're only barely turning a profit here. But that's alright, I know that one of my advisors is a level 2. He's certainly having into some of it. Alright, if you're a regular infantryman, all I really want you to do is take down the revolt risk of these revolting places. Now the bagel kind are going to be rising up, but where? Jampur. Alright, you know what, I could do without some revolts. Jampur, I don't want to give them autonomy. But I don't want to deal with more gnats. That's in a fairly worthless place anyway. Let's give it to them. Where were those other places? Lucknow and Lower Doab. Yeah, it's all that decreased autonomy causing that. Well, who knows, we might get lucky with the rebel ticks. Something I'm going to need more than luck with right now is taking care of all these rebs. Well, what's the point in money if you don't use it? One thing I'm half decent at is building pretty good economies. Now, I'm not greedy, I just want this one province for now, because I can't annex you in the name of Persia, unfortunately. At least I don't think I can. What would happen if I took both provinces in control of Persia and said annex? I'm sure someone's told me this before. Jake, have you considered using the Tabar that shows terrain map mode below the map? Oh, no, I'm not a fan of that. I quite like these here. And I don't need a map. I'm pretty familiar with the way the world looks. Okay, some of the Delian nationalists spawned without a general. We will take brutal advantage of this. Everybody, get over there. Jake, I think you'll get full annex on them. We'll find out. Nope, nothing. Probably could have just annexed them and given their lands to Persia. What a shame. Oh well, it's only... Whoa, where were they hiding all that money? 283, that'll add nicely to our coffers. Inflation ain't no thing. And we'll get some lovely peace. Get that war exhaustion down, what little of it there is. And take care of all these disgusting rebs. Now, as ever, those mercs need to go and do their civic duty of taking the front line. With my king in charge, because I want him dead like nothing on earth. And once you arrive there, you'll be followed swiftly. That's a river crossing penalty. Alright guys, you win. Go together. No river crossing penalty for my king. I don't think that cost me any manpower. Glorious. No reason to be so gung-ho. We will wait just a moment. Tana's finished westernization, so congratulations you guys. Knock 'em dead. Right, so I should probably keep this as a fighting force. Let's see, it's pretty much a 30 stack. Our next rebels are the Bagel kind, and they are Lucknow and Lower Doab. Fortunately, some high supply limits over there, so we'll just station you over there. And who's going to be next? The Punjabis, of course. We'll be ready for them. Right. Next up, we need to prepare ourselves for anything that's going to be going on in the Arabian region. Not sure what it could... Oh, hello! That land defected to Naj. It wasn't there before. What happened there? Was that given up at a peace deal? But why? Or was that always there and I'm just blind? Well, it gives me a new issue that I need another province to claim to take from Oman so I can have holy war on them. Sukhar seems not bad. Bit higher base tax, but more flexibility. As long as they'll always be adjacent to their capital, I'll always have holy war on them. And I'll just be giving tons of that land to Naj anyway. Jake, any policies? Policies? Who do you think I am? I am not Western. Alright, now given the situation here, I should probably have my people... You know, I don't think it matters, they're both grasslands. If our country can just rest and revitalise itself for a little bit. When we get Madurai on our side, we'll be able to curb stomp them. By on our side, I mean no longer in the coalition. Or just alone in the coalition. I don't mind Bahmanes and Malabar. But I want Madurai on their own. Also, Cochin, I don't want you as my vassal. I really don't want you as my vassal. But I can't break vassalization until our truce is over. Which is another 6 years away. Unfortunate. Jake, what did you do with Cochin? I annexed Vijayanagar, who had Cochin as a vassal. And that made Cochin my vassal. I don't want them as my vassal. I don't even want to integrate them. I just want to annex them. Right. We played our cards well there. Again, I think it's our mercenaries taking the brunt. Or in fact, only our mercenaries getting hurt by this. That's a river crossing. Is there anywhere that isn't a river crossing penalty for you? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, Bundelkhand. Surely not Bundelkhand. Nope, Bundelkhand. Bagelkhand, Bundelkhand, Kalpi, but not Etala. What a tiny province, but it's so rich. Lovely. Jake, give Cochin in a peace deal to someone worthless. Nah. Well, that actually might reduce my aggressive expansion. Joey says, I'm back from dinner. How are you today? I'm feeling a bit choked up and altogether unwell. But that's alright, because EU4 heals all of my wounds. Alright, now we're running a slight deficit, but that's just because we're reinforcing so many mercs right now. It's unreal. Can't wait to get our focus off of dip. Alright, those Punjabi Nats are going to rise up until... That's why converting land is so good for me. Fighting with such low strength units is very bad, but I'm feeling pretty impatient. And altogether, far too cocky. Alright, goodbye war exhaustion. I feel I need to destroy some people now. A quick holy war with Tirhut would go a long way. allied with Asjam, who I could also pretty much feed entirely to Nepal. Now, checking them out, their culture group is part of Orissa's, so Orissa's going to feel that. Also, they're both Hindu. Orissa's not going to be very happy with me. But it's Madurai who I'm improving my relations with, who, although they're Hindu, they are far away and a different culture group altogether. Madurai will see the funny side, I'm sure of it. Although this naturally reducing autonomy is quite nice. Whatever, Tirhut have got to die. But I'll just let my vassals do it for me. Asjam, they're only allied with Tirhut, so they should be made a co-belligerent. Also, Tirhut are gagging to rejoin that coalition, so let's take care of them before that's even a possibility. Good fight, good night. Man. Gonna mute the mic for a bit so you don't hear me spluttering and coughing here. Much better. Okay, so the only people likely to rise up anytime soon are the Punjabis, and frankly the odds of them rising up are a joke. I could probably get rid of them altogether. They're only wanting to rise up in Sirhan, Dohaba, lots of places. Gujarat is -1, huh? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I can do this easy enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's a little something. Was that it? I'm gonna assume that was it. Now remember, when I spat out Vijayanagar and Nepal as my vassals, any technology that they had that was worse than mine got taken up to my levels, and anything they had that was better, they kept. Really, it was the best of both worlds. Well, looking at it from my point of view, at least. Alright. Mercs, you exist to die for me, so please go and do that. Also, Assam, might as well go and chase them all the way there. We'll make our king involved, because I want him dead. No one's going to miss him. Jake tried Naguru myself, still doing it, but I went exploration. Yeah, I want to avoid doing much colonizing in this game. Really, as an Asian, most times you want to take exploration first. So many rich lands for you to take. Oh boy, Persia's getting involved here. Right, the Punjabis still want to revolt, but where and why? Derajat. Where even is Deraj? Oh. I took one too many from you. But that's fine, as long as war exhaustion doesn't tick up, we'll be fine. Loot, 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 loot. Yeah, 3 ducats. That's what victory tastes like. Piety's looking alright. Maybe we should make a stab at taking out some of these Delian nationalists. Especially in a province which has recently risen up. Such as Delhi. Alright. So, thing about rebels here. They're going to tick up naturally as long as there's any revolt risk, but as long as you can reduce revolt risk in all potential provinces to 0, it's going to tick down by 10%. Now I'm only barely scratching 0 here, but that's all we need just to get it right the way down. Jake, see how cheap harsh treatment is in Punjabis. Well, it's only 102. Only. But why do that when I can just park my troops like this and have none of the mess? Have I got my thingy with you yet? Allied with the Mamluks, but they wouldn't join in. I should take advantage of that. I should take brutal advantage of that. I only want Suhar for now. Oh man, what's your navy like? What navy? They scream at me. Question is, do I bring my mercs into this? I don't think our revolt risk is that bad, so... God, their tech is pathetic as well. Right, once the Punjabis tick down to nothing, we'll make an invasion. In fact, why wait? You know, the Mamluks aren't going to join in now. I doubt they're going to do too much hassle for us. No, I want those Punjabis ticked down to nothing. The Omani, they have... Well, I'm not too concerned about their army because I out-tech them with my eyes shut. Oh, look at that pathetic army. No more revolt risk from Jampur. Oh, but I did lower autonomy. Now I feel like a fool for doing that, but what you gonna do? It's only siege with the forces necessary. And just go break some heads. That'll do. What in the world? Struggle without struggle within. Sometimes we see conflicts on the international stage mirrored within our own borders. Tell me a bit about Bastar. Other than the fact that it's almost converted. There you go. No effect or no effect. Thanks, game. Well, with that in mind, let's continue doing these horrible provinces. Where was Lahore again? Now, if I do that, that's going to trigger some Punjabi nats, so let's forget about that for a moment. I will do these irritating Delhi provinces instead. Right, so I don't like losing manpower. In fact, you could even say that I hate losing manpower. So what we're going to do is not lose manpower. Well, we're not going to lose much manpower. We're certainly not going to lose 4,000 manpower. So I'm going to go to Bella and I'm going to recruit every piece of South Indian infantry that I can, and we're going to lose 4,000 manpower. But we only lost 500, so we're going to tell her, well, nah, you can go home now. And there we go. We only lost 500 manpower from that event. Jake, you have mothballed cogs. I do? Huh. Well, no need. Those Punjab Nats may still want to rise up. Whatever, I did good enough. Give me Suhar. It's going to break your alliance with the Mamluks, and you're going to be all alone. And you have no navy with which to stop me. Didn't I have a... Oh, our general's dead. Welcome to the fray. You're pretty awful, but you are better than nothing. And unfortunately our king didn't die. Let's just take him back. Have you checked the other option, Jake? I did, and I remember it not being worth my time. Not that I can remember what it was. Alright, sucks to use my real foot soldiers for this, but